Ready, MP.
I have never been to Maine. Have you?
Furthest I've ever been is New York.
Oh, do you think it would be nice?
Yeah, get on the water. Take it easy.
But you've seen the box.
True. What are you calling?
You're seeing him rocks in.
Yeah, he's playing well.
Did you know he can protect us?
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
That ball, 6'7", number 77,
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And how about we check the numbers for him?
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased.
So the Timberwolves will get the first possession. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
And one of the ongoing storylines for MP this season, he's made it known that he is extremely focused on making a statement with his offense.
I think MP has exceeded any expectations that were created when he promised to score more this year. The way he's been attacking on offense, demanding the ball, getting buckets, those weren't just hollow words we heard from him. He is clearly a man on a mission.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, they've got Victor Wembanyama, Kyle Kuzma out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's D in at the point guard position. Here's D, guarded by Doncic.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
And so it's Dallas with it after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Billy Donovan had a few moments to share with me. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Thanks for that, Allie. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at Dallas, they've stalled a little bit, looking to get something started and make a move up the ladder.
Well, I think for Minnesota, they fulfilled expectations plus some. They're flying high down the stretch, looking nearly invincible.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Again, the miss by Dallas.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
On target from range. D's got 14.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Last game for him, he had 14. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Fast break, Minnesota.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Well, he couldn't help himself, couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Lively. Back to Doncic. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. In transition, here they come. Here's Kuzma. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got his 3rd assist of the night. Stripped away. Here's D.
Oh, man, I did not see that coming.
With authority.
Did he just do that?
Wow. Man.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
And, you know,
Dallas calls time here.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
On the court for Minnesota. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's D in at the 1.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And here's Doncic outside. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
On the take.
Oh,
goodness! Whoa! Boom! He jams it straight down.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Portis finds Doncic. Misses the 3.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Irving. Ooh, rejected by Doncic.
How about the D from Doncic? These guys appreciate when he gives that kind of effort at the defensive end.
Clock is at 3. D. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. D's got 7 points for the quarter.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, D in their last time out against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He dropped 50 points, and he was in the zone offensively. There was nothing the D could do to stop him. And he had a monster game that last time out. He'll try to match or even exceed those numbers tonight. That's got to be scary to face, Brian.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis. Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. Lively finds Middleton. And here's Doncic. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Got it.
And he's single-handedly trying to keep them alive. Terrific scoring quarter. Will it be enough, though?
He's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
And Luka Doncic good for three.
Boy, Doncic showing you his competitiveness right there with the back-at-you three. The revenge triple.
And the bucket is good.
Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. Middleton, a good look. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, came up empty.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Minnesota has gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
And he gets that one. Irving's got 8.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than...
So it's Minnesota, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready.
Thanks for tuning in.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Timberwolves.
Their offense may get the...
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. They've got Chris Middleton, Dante DiVincenzo out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Derek Lively, and it's Siakam in at the 4. That's the group for Billy Donovan, getting going here in the second half. Screen by Lively, fires it. Rebound Minnesota. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game. Here's the 3. Sinks it from distance. D's got 35.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
From deep, here's Doncic. Offensive board. From downtown, it's not going to go for him.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
Let's go with a 3. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. That one's good for 2.
That's the thing about Kyrie. He's a 3-level scorer.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
DiVincenzo against Irving. Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
I like to see when guards come inside. DiVincenzo trying to send a message with that hoop.
The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Wembanyama, screen on Doncic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Derek Lively.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA Cup should be guaranteed an automatic playoff bid?
Man, that's interesting. I think it could make for a more competitive tournament. So if that would be the outcome, then I would be all for it. But what happens if the tournament winner is the #1 seed at the end of the season? I think you'd have to find alternative incentives then, BA.
I like how Siakam uses his body control to adjust to what the defense is doing.
It's both from the stripe. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. And he lobs it up. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Siakam. Here's Ward. Again, the miss by Dallas.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
With the drive, here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Doncic passes to Lively. Back to Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's D, guarded by Doncic. Here he goes.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
1:19 left in the third. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's D, and he goes in for the dunk.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
And here's Doncic outside, and the three-pointer goes. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Dallas has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Here's D. Banked it in off the glass. D's got 43 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Back to Doncic. Pass to DiVincenzo. They grab their own miss. Lively laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Lively's got his second basket of the game.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, get your feelings hurt.
And he lobs it up to the rim.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
From deep, here's Doncic. Connects from downtown. Doncic has got 28.
You know, guys, you look at Doncic, and he has really good size for a wing, which helps him have his way against most defenders.
Here's D. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A three at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's Minnesota, way out of reach with an enormous... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
No excuses tonight, because I know you didn't go out last night.
Let's go.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting storied. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kyrie Irving.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Irving. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Edwards. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's D in at the 1. And for the Jazz, Filipowski's out there with Barrett. Then there's Suggs. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Page in at the 5 down low. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to D. A three-pointer is right on target. D's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for the Timberwolves. And the call will be against D. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now here's Giddey. Right side Barrett. 14 feet away. It's hauled in by Edwards. Utah comes into this one after the win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And Edwards makes so many winning plays, including finding his open teammates.
And the call will be against D. That'll be... And so in the game for the Timberwolves, D out there with Irving. Then it's Naz Reid. Then there's Edwards. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. Outside, George, just 5 to shoot. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against Oklahoma City was all business. He scored an incredible number of points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the league abuzz. We'll see what he's got in store tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. That's 10 points for D.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
George up top. Fires from the line. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 9 points.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now, here's George. No scoring in this one. Unloads from 9, and it's George missing.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now, here's George. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Reid with the rebound. Reid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And that one's good. D.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. looking for a breather, and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Some changes for Minnesota. Randall's checked in for Reed, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Irving. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Page passes to Giddey. And now the Timberwolves on the break.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
They could use a bucket. The rebound by D.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Takes the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Giddey the pass to Suggs. Giddey sets the pick for Suggs. Back to Giddey. Fires the three. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers. Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
Here's Page. Up top, Barrett. Edwards defending. Puts it up. Rebound, Minnesota. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in this game. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 8.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Barrett. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of awareness. He recognized the situation.
And so it's Minnesota ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near.
They've kept the ball moving. No one's trying to be a hero, and you see the results.
Yeah, they're just not slinging it around. They are passing.
And moving along. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
They've got Barrett. Suggs out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Filipowski, and it's Page in at the 5. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. And that one's good, D.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the NBA, right or wrong, Stan, has been called a copycat league before. If something works, it catches on quick. Is that a fair statement?
Well, I think it is to some degree, Kevin. Certainly, we are always looking to see what someone else does in their system that would fit into what you do, but you can never fully copy another team because the personnel is different.
Yeah, every roster's different, isn't it? And you've got to tailor things you want to do with what you've got.
That's exactly right. So if my personnel's not the same as yours, I might be able to take a little bit of what you do, but I can't take it wholesale. They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
To the paint. There's the steal. And here is Giddey. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Page. Kuzma pulls it in.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title. He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Here's Barrett after the basket by Minnesota. Poke loose, and Utah turns it over again. Williams, he's checked it. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. It's Williams with the drive. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Minnesota?
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep.
And again.
Yet again, he's reached 40 points. He's close to having the fourth most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Outside, George. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and were successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pro?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA teams? 15 of them. And the pace of the game, everything happens faster, so all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
Took him no time at all on that one. D's got 47 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
The Jazz again can't hit it.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three.
And another one.
And he once again surpasses the half-century mark. And he's passed his own record for the most 50-point games in a season.
He is a nightmare to defend. Try as they might, it seems like defenses are simply powerless to slow him down. And that one's good, George.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Here's D. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all? Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Suggs. Randall with the block.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays and really brings an intimidation factor.
And good. He hits it again.
And his tear continues. Another 60-point game. I've never seen anything like this.
And now has the record for the most 60-plus point games in a row. Van Vliet with the bucket.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Fires the three. Good on the triple.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And the first one at the line is good. R.J. Barrett's checked in for George. He's perfect from the line this time. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's D. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Giddy the pass to Barrett. And here is Suggs. The Jazz with another miss. Here's D. He's covered by Suggs.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment. Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
I can't believe you still have the energy to get all those shots up.
Looks like a win, but can't take a night off in this league.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another. Well, Grant, we're deep into the season now. For teams who will miss the playoffs, where are their heads at, you think?
Well, B.A., first of all, it's a chance for some of the others to show out. Their focus should be on finishing strong. And realistically, you start planning for the offseason. But there are still games left to play.
And for a few games now, we've talked about how determined MP is to be their driving force offensively.
I think MP has exceeded any expectations that were created when he promised to score more this year. The way he's been attacking on offense, demanding the ball, getting buckets, those weren't just hollow words we heard from him. He is clearly a man on a mission.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. Wagner and Banchero, the talented forward pair. And it's Clowney in at the center position. And Edwards slams it in.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Wagner outside. To the paint. Here's Banchero. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Edwards, that's good.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
And so here is Orlando. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Shot is good by Edwards.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Knocks it loose. D, the pass to Irving. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks. 2 fouls for him.
On the court for the Magic, they've got Collier, Cole Anthony out there with Paolo Banchero. And it's Christie in at shooting guard.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom! Lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, D in their last time out against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He scored 64 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Back to Anthony. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They defeated Utah in their last game.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. For 3, Anthony. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. The 3. That one doesn't drop. And so Banchero will bring it up for the Magic. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Christie passes to Banchero. Banchero delivers inside.
You see the fearlessness on the interior by Paolo Banchero. This is his comfort zone.
D. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that? Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Minnesota up 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some up.
And for that game against the Pelicans, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few analysts have predicted an upset here. I'm going the other way. I think they take care of business. Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green light. Keep riding the perimeter game until they take it away.
They sure made it look easy at times. What a half. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to get. Here's D. We've got Edwards. Kyle Kuzma out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's D in at the 1. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. And he makes it.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases.
We're about a minute and a half in the second half. It's Ben Carroll with the drive. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
You get an understanding of the high IQ that Paolo Banchero brings to the table. This guy's so good at finding open teammates.
Kuzma, that's good.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Pass to Black. Misses in close. Minnesota leading by 6. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Wagner.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Now Richards. Out to the right wing. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Christie's checked in for Orlando. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Here's D driving in. Oh! Wow! And that one is hammered home.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel?
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
9 out of 10. thinking, MP?
Up next, the Trailblazers taking on the Timberwolves. The Portland Trailblazers winning 7 of their last. And you've got it on 2K Sports, and these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
And by now, we know how much emphasis MP's been putting on his offense. He wants to be the leading scorer every time he takes the court.
And boy, has MP delivered. It's so apparent how much preparation he's done coming into games. He knows all the ways to break down an opposing defense. Anywhere there's a weakness in the D, he'll find it and turn it into points.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. D out there with Irving. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Kuzma in at the 4 slot.
Going to work inside, Sharp using that touch and nimbleness to get it done.
He doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there from Markkanen. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with the head coach of the Blazers for a minute. Now, Coach immediately recognized the many talents of Kyrie Irving. One thing he pointed out was not losing Irving on defense. Coach said Irving is just as dangerous without the ball. We can't let him get behind us. We have to make sure someone is on him at all times. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Hey, Brett, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trailblazers excel?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Back to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Man, this guy is as good a dunker as we have in the NBA. Sharp with some crazy hops.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pass to Sharp. Rebound, Minnesota. And this team has been on a very impressive 17-game winning streak. They are red hot right now.
I mean, it's been a lot of fun to watch these guys and how much they're enjoying this. Every team they face is trying to end this big run. I've been on both sides of a game like tonight's, and I'll tell you what, it's tough to keep up a streak. Gotta love the pressure.
It's tipped. Irving with the steal. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Markkanen can't get it to go. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 15-4 run. Trailblazers trail by 11. Left side, Atia. It's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not what you want to leave open. Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Markkanen finds Abdia. Shot clock at 5. Wembanyama with the rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of...
Connects again from distance.
This is amazing. That moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often. Portland moving the ball around. Sharp. Off target with his 3.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Pass to Pritchard. They need this. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And good that time. Kuzma's got 5 points so far.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Pritchard. He has yet to score. Down low. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Driving in, that one drops for him. And now that's 11 points for D.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Timberwolves lead by 17. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the 2nd quarter after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. 2nd quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Sometime.
Here for the Timberwolves. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Give a big round of applause to your Blazer dancers.
Trailblazers trail by 12. I tell you what, Brent, this Jordan Poole is one confident player.
Yes.
Oh,
no goodness. And Sharp is the kind of guy who gets up there in a hurry. That elevator, that's got some extra juice.
Yep, it counts.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's D, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Pritchard, still scoreless. And Sharp has it in the corner. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Here's D. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Trailblazers trail by 14. 52 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Pritchard. Launches a three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. 17 points was their biggest margin. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Aviaz checked in.
Number 8, Danny Avdia.
29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Markkanen passes to Avdia. Off target from outside. Minnesota leading by 16. Here's D. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. That's now 22 points for D.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Kuzma, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime.
You know, right now for Minnesota, yeah, they've been great all season. They could coast from here on out, but not likely. These guys are raw. That means tough for those who don't know.
Look, let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Trailblazers.
They're getting.
And that's all for us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The wings, Sharp and Avdia. Then it's Lowry Markkanen. And it's Pritchard in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
At the arc, Sharp just going for it there. He's trusting in his ability.
Minnesota leading by 21. Here's D. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. D's got 29 in the game. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Sharp. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's D. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
We know, Brett, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but...
Look out below! About that finish.
Oof. And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
Pass to Sharp. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. For 3, Edwards. The shot comes out.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Sharp, the pass to Watson. Banked in off the glass. Watson's got 8.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's D. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with the point guard. Just a little bit faster to get open spots.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Abdi on the wing. Pass to Sharp. The 15-footer, and they pick up 2. 16 points for Shaedon Sharp.
Sharp is such a gifted offensive player. He keeps his foot jammed on the accelerator when he has openings like this.
Good, that's another bucket.
And all year long, he's been putting up numbers at a historic level. And now he's claimed the second most 40-point games in a season.
Topping his own previous mark. He's outdone himself, man, oh man, and continues to elevate his game to new heights. Here's Avdia. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. And Pritchard pulls it down.
He may not be the strongest inside presence, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And here's Sharp. 16 points for him. Wants to get it to Watson and does. Goes back up. And he sinks the layup. Watson's got 4 points in the quarter. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train.
Blazers decide to talk it over. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Back to Abdia. The shot from the low post is good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minnesota.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now racking up there, I can't believe I'm saying it, 71st victory of the season. Wow. Not something that happens often. What a ride it's been for this team.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for D.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
Let's get an update on Irving. What's the status, David?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. He said it appears to be a moderate wrist sprain. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly...
Oh!
Yes, sir.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. To the wing on the left. Here's D. And, yep, another basket.
We're bearing witness to one of the great scoring seasons of all time.
Greg, he's delivering night in and night out. Great games and nearing third all-time for scoring in a season.
Blazers foul. Denny Avdia. Second personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for the Timberwolves, number 31.
He's off on the second. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy to come into an opponent's building and dominate.
Well, MP went off again last night.
Great win tonight, MP.